We've got a different kind of episode this time on We Don't Color on the Dog. It is a fantastic project that I'm very, very excited about that's going to be happening at SCI. And we've got the mastermind behind it, Jessie Ritter.
Hi.
Jessie, thank you for doing this. Tell our viewers just a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, so my name's Jessie Ritter. I grew up in Missouri, but I've been here in the Pensacola area for almost a decade now. I am lucky enough to say that I'm a professional musician, and the opportunities to perform around here are like almost endless. It's very cool. It's a very cool place for not only musicians, but songwriters as well. And the great thing about the coast is there's this mix of tourism and creativity that allows you to make money and like at the beach bar gigs, and then also so many songwriter festivals and events that let you share original music, and people are thrilled about both. So with this new project, Pensacola Unplugged, we are just adding to the already incredible artistic community down here.
Well, when we first started in Weekly, gosh, we actually had independent music awards, and it was a wide variety of genres down here. I think
Yeah.
we saw a little bit of a slide just because so many music programs kind of fell to the wayside, and but it really seems to have a resurgence. Where do you get your inspirations for your songwriting?
Oh, goodness, all over the place. Songs come in different forms. Some I say really fall from the sky, and those are the songs that they're usually very emotional, and you're writing and it comes out in half an hour, and then you look back and you're like, "Oh my gosh, I needed to write a song about that." Sometimes you get a fun idea when you're out and about and you bring it to your friends. Like, I just wrote this silly song that I love with my friend Erica, who will be playing Pensacola Unplugged later this year. But it's called Head Over Flip Flops. And I was like, I want to write a fun, beachy love song that is just going to make you smile. And so we wrote Falling Head Over Flip Flops. And it's just fun. And some songs will break your heart, and some are just to make you smile. And I love it. I love all of it.
Do you write the lyrics first or the music? How does that combination work?
People do it differently. Typically for me, I write lyrics and melody at the same time, and then I try to get a hold of a guitar as soon as I can. Often I'll have like an idea for a hook, a chorus line or a title, but soon after that initial like word worm is in my head, the rest of the song comes simultaneously.
Now, I like the idea of Pensacola Unplugged. I grew up watching Austin City Limits,
Yeah.
and then I went to Ole Miss, so I spent time in Nashville, time in Memphis, listening to the blues on Beale Street.
Yes.
This Unplugged, tell us how do you see this working?
Well, I spent a lot of time in Nashville too. So I'm pulling from there. I went to college there. I lived there for a long time performing, and I got to play the Bluebird Cafe. And that's kind of
Oh,
the
very
historic songwriter venue there. But even outside of the Bluebird, Nashville's full of these songwriter rounds where you have three writers, two, three, four, whatever, in a round, and they one by one tell their stories and play their songs, and you get to hear where the song came from and who they wrote it with. And oftentimes, if you're in Nashville, the business side of the story of how it finally got cut by Garth Brooks or Carrie Underwood, and not just where did a song come from, but how did it get where it ended up. And I love that. I love that peek behind a curtain from the source. So we are trying to recreate a bit of that Nashville Writers Round magic here in Pensacola. And one thing we're trying to do is not only pull in some of those Nashville writers that have hits that you're going to recognize from the radio and can tell the really cool how the song got to the record label story, but also feature our local artists as well, because we have a heck of a lot of talent in this area.
Yeah, we've gotten taste of that. The Pensacola Beach Songwriters Festival,
Yes.
the other songwriters festival that starts out of, Perdido. You're looking at, we tap in that every year, but music happens all year round.
Yes. And so that's what we were thinking too. Like, Renita has done incredible things with the Pensacola Beach Songwriter Festival. I am not ready to take on anything that massive.
Right.
I don't know how she books 200 artists. She is incredible. But I really wanted like a reoccurrence of that throughout the year. And so we're making Pensacola Unplugged a quarterly event, and it's 2 hours long, and it's on a Saturday night. And you know that every few months throughout the year, you can come and see this show like this and see people in your community and the hit makers we're bringing in. Maybe it'll be more than that someday, but that's where we're starting out for now.
Well, it needs to be manageable. You can outrun your coverage pretty quickly if you get it and run out of money and run out of wear yourself out. So it really does. I like that idea. I like something about music on Saturday night. Maybe it's the Grand Ole Opry. Maybe it's listening to the radio on a Saturday night and listening to someone perform live. I think the magic of Saturday night sounds really interesting to me.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm excited about it. And you said the magic of seeing someone perform live. That's really what we're going for. And, the music community and how music is made and how labels run, everything's changing so much. AI has just been introduced into music production. Like, it is now a rapidly developing field, as all things are. But there is nothing that is going to replace that face to face, intimate storytelling live performance. And we're going to hold on to that.
That's one of the things about the bar and music scene in Nashville is that, well, it may be just because these are the bars that I went to, but the band they pass a boot around. I mean, how good you were, depending on that's how much money you got paid from the crowd. You had to earn.
Yes. Yes, Nashville is a different scene, and yeah, they're not paying you very much at the bars, so you better go around with the boot or you're not gonna make anything.
Right,
This
right,
show is a little different than the bar band thing. We're really trying to create a listening room here. And I
right.
think that in itself is cool too, because there are so many awesome places that you can go see the full band around here, and there's plenty of dance clubs. But this is really for that like quiet listening room environment where you're going to hear every word that these songwriters have written, and it's going to be comfortable, and you're going to be able to hear the music.
Now it's going to be set up in the lobby area of SCI. Is that what you're looking at now for this?
Yes, yes. So I will preface this by saying none of this would be possible without Quentin Rishi Studer. They are our biggest supporters. And actually Quint saw me and a couple of my friends play at the Pensacola Beach Songwriter Festival. And he was the one that said, "We should do this more often. Could you make that happen?" I'm like, "Yes, I can. Sign me up." And so we are doing it the Studer Community Institute, and we've had one show in May already, and it went so well, and it was really cool. We fit about 120 people in there. I think we could get up to 150, but it feels really intimate, and it was crazy to see how it transformed from an office building atrium to this like intimate, cozy concert venue. It worked
Now,
really well.
who's on your wish list for upcoming nights of this?
Oh my goodness. I have so many people near and dear to my heart that I would love to have. I have written quite a bit with Steve Dean. I would love to get him down here. He wrote the country song of the decade. I've been watching you, Dad, ain't that cool? I'm your buckaroo. I want to be like you. So cool. And all of his songs are great. And he's a fabulous performer as well. I would love to have him here. And then we've got our eye on some really cool, like upcoming. Okay, I will say this is run by three young women. So we are kind of into young female songwriters, and we are like, have our mind on all these super cool girls in Nashville who are like at the start of their music career, really like pushing the boundaries of new country music. And then I would love to have Lori McKenna someday. That is a dream, but she is a incredibly successful songwriter who's written with every single person you've heard on the radio, and her songs are so heartfelt and intimate. But we'll just see who we can get down and make it happen. We've got a great lineup for this next show. We've got Wood Newton and Jim Lill coming down from Nashville, along with Goldie Lar and Brinevere playing from here in Pensacola. And they are both incredible.
I like that mix of Nashville and local. I think that's a
Me
really,
too.
I think that'll be good. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, and I think it's a great way to like show what's going on in town and maybe, meet your new favorite local artists who you wouldn't have seen otherwise. But it's going to be a cool show. Wood is probably in his 70s now and has a lifetime of hits under his belt. He's great. He's written for the Oak Ridge Boys. And my favorite song of his is David Ball's Riding with Private Malone. Just incredible music. And then Jim Lill is an insane musician, like talent through the roof. We actually went to college together, and now he has millions of views on his YouTube videos, and he's really into the history of Nashville music and why music sounds the way it does. He's like a music scientist. So he's going to come share some of his songs and the kind of musical experiments he's worked on as well.
All right, now, do you have a website set up yet for Pensacola Unplugged?
We do. We have our Pensacola Unplugged website. We have all of our events for the year on Eventbrite already. So tickets are available for all of those, and you can see more details about the shows. We have an Instagram page. We're set up.
If someone wanted to follow your music, where's the best place to listen to you?
You can find me jessieritter.com, and I'm Jessie Ritter on Instagram and all streaming platforms, Apple, Spotify, all over. So I am not hard to find as long as you know my name. So thank you for asking.
Well, I'm so happy to meet you. We'll stay on top of this. I think this is I'm very excited about it, Jessie, and thank you for coming on and talking about it.
Thank you.
Thank
you. And thank you to Quentin Ritchie for hosting this and like sponsoring it so much. My partners, Goldie Lar and Devin Dunlap, both incredible local songwriters. Goldie will be playing at our August 2nd show. It's going to be great. Thank you for supporting us.
Well, Devin used to do piano lessons at my house with my daughter, Clady. So, but everything's small.
Paid off.
Great. All right. Take care, my friend.
Off. She's incredibly talented. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching. And to keep up with what's going on, be sure and subscribe. Just click on the little dog to the right and click the subscribe button. You can also like this video and click on the bell, which will notify you of new content. This really helps the channel grow. We appreciate you.